How do you determine what makes you happy? A lot of us are just going through the motions and not necessarily happy. Some of us are even unhappy. But how do you find what makes you happy? Well, here's a big idea for you. I was talking to a young person, about 24 years old the other day, and he had said he had been in a really bad place, like just a really deep, dark depression. And he couldn't figure out why he was unhappy. He had everything he wanted, everything he'd worked for. He was in a really good place in his life, but he just wasn't happy. And so I said, well, how did you go from being unhappy to happy? And he said, well, every time I was super unhappy, I asked myself why. Like I really got in my head and asked myself why I was unhappy in that moment. And then whenever I was happy, I also asked myself and really got in my head and asked myself why I was happy in that moment. It turned out the reason he was unhappy is because he had achieved everything that he wanted and he was just going through the